Fire on Cagle Mountain tonight. The community fire department may not be of help. Good evening. I'm Calvin Sneed.
I'm Kim Chapman. The volunteer group of firefighters says executive board members have locked the team out of the fire station. Micaiah
Thurman spoke with the volunteers and the president of the board, who all say the community will operate just fine without them. Micaiah?
Kim, Calvin, volunteers say it all started when the president of the board sent a letter of resignation refusing to work with the current fire chief. But 2 days later, board members decided to bring the president back on and suspend the chief instead. Now the entire department is on strike, which has people in Sequatchie County on edge. The Cagle Mountain Volunteer Fire Department sits empty. A shakeup on the executive board of directors has resulted in a full-blown strike at the town's only fire department.
But I know that they are trying.
Earlier this month, volunteers say the president of the board resigned, stating that he refused to work with the current fire chief. 1 week later, the president changed his mind.
Our president, which had resigned the week before via email, sent it to all the board members, he decided he did not want to leave the fire department.
When President Dan Kittle returned, Fire Chief J.D. Hickson was immediately suspended. Board members sent us this statement. The board voted to relieve J.D. Hickson of his position as the fire chief. The fire department is still operative and the board has control of the department funds. When Hickson was suspended, his entire team of firefighters decided to go with him.
They're loyal, and if I go, they go.
Hickson says he was never told why he was let go, but Kittle says Hickson was difficult to work with. He sent us an excerpt from an email he says he received from Hickson days before his suspension. I do not need any more holding my hand or daddy figures looking over my shoulder, telling me how to act. I need a board that will seek out and find ways to get me the tools I need. Word of the dispute spread across the county. People say they're grateful for their volunteer firefighters and want them back as soon as possible.
Say work it out. We depend on our volunteers. We depend on everybody that is, in the fire department. We realize it's a hard job, but we are depending on you to go back to work.
And while the dispute gets settled, people feel that they're caught in this crossfire.
The only thing I know is that the people of this community are now suffering because they have no fire protection, and they haven't had any since Monday night.
Until a resolution is made, Fredonia and Dunlap fire departments have volunteered to take up any calls that might come during an emergency. The volunteer fire department and the executive board will have a meeting tomorrow evening. You can depend on us to keep you updated.